we're ready to play tennis. But remember, before you start hitting forehands and backhands, you've got to warm up your body. Remember, you don't get fit playing tennis. You get fit to play tennis. So remember, you must warm up properly. Now I'm going to show you a few warm-ups specific for tennis. What do you need as a tennis player? The first thing as a tennis player is I need to be a little bit flexible. Now, I'm not talking about these quick little aerobic dance routines. You should be able to reach for a low ball on your backhand side, one on your forehand side. You need some flexibility. You start off being flexible, do it very slowly at first. Don't get out of bed and tear a muscle. Start off very slowly and just do a wide arc with your arms. Just loosen your arms because you're going to need this range of motion for serve. Now, the opposite direction as well. Just to loosen your arms a little bit. Nice, long, slow movements. Now, put your hand on your hip. You need to make your back a bit limber. Now, here is a peculiar thing that a lot of people misunderstand, is when you lean over, don't bend your back like this. Keep your back straight. Tennis players, you need a nice straight back for tennis. Lean forward like this, lean backwards, and everybody lean as far as you can comfortably do yourself. Lean to your left, lean to your right, and now just circle your body around. Just nice to get limber. Now on the backhand side, just to get limber. Now you're getting ready for tennis, you see. Now what else does a tennis player need? A tennis player, you need some jumping ability. You get a high ball, you have to jump. Your legs must take you off the ground. I'll show you how to get this jumping ability. One foot in front and just change there and just jump and get some air there. Jump. And this will give you that spring you want in your legs. What else does a tennis player need? A tennis player needs quick feet. Remember, for tennis, you need quickness. You need to be quick. Fast little adjusting steps. A lot of people think jogging is good for you as a tennis player, but not for this kind of work. Jogging is good to give you aerobics. But if you go with the same pace, if you're jogging at this speed and the ball comes and you jog and try and chase the ball at the same speed, you'll never get there. Quick feet for tennis. Little movements like this, side to side. Little quick adjusting movements. This is what you need, speed. The other thing a tennis player needs is balance. Get a nice posture. Stand up nice and straight. Balance yourself. And I'll see if you can take one leg off the ground. Now watch my knee. You can see my knee wobbles a bit. You want to get rid of this wobble. 1/8 of an inch of a wobble translates into 5 feet of error on the other side. Swing your leg around. Try to get some balance. Change legs. Balance yourself. Hey, ever wondered what your eyes contribute to your balance? Close your eyes. And you find, whoop, you're going to fall over. So focus on the ball. Keep your head still. Swing your legs a little bit. And there you have it. These are a few little balance exercises. Now for tennis, let's run through it one more time. You need to have flexibility. You need to be able to jump. You need to be able to balance yourself. You need quickness of feet. So now, if you've done all these little warm-up routines, you're ready to start. Let's get going. The most important thing is this. You've got to understand grips, because grips are absolutely essential when you start to make a change in your stroke. Now, you have a forehand grip, you have a backhand grip, and you also have a service grip. Now I'm going to show you the variations of these grips, so you'll never be confused again. If you were to take a pencil or a pen, and you would put this, you'd write yourself a letter, you see, and then put the pen or the pencil exactly perpendicular towards the sky. And this would be the exact grip you would use for an Eastern forehand grip. This is a grip that is normally used by players who have a kind of a classically correct form. Now watch what happens when I move my hand towards my right-hand side. You see now the pen is angled a little bit over towards my right. See this angle here? This is typically the grip of the person. It's known as a semi-western, by the way. And it's typically the grip used by players who use topspin on their forehand side. The semi-western forehand. Now watch when I go to an extreme. I go even further over, and now the pen is almost at is almost 180 degrees. And this is a full Western forehand grip. And this is the grip used by players who use a lot of topspin. Now, if I go to the other side of my grip, as I move over towards my backhand side, as the pen is at about 45 degrees, leaning over towards my left, this would be typically a continental grip. A continental grip is one used by players who don't change grips very much. They use this grip for the serve and for both forehand and backhand volleys. It's normally one grip players. Now as my hand moves over still further, I finally have the pen almost at 180 degrees again, and this would be the full Eastern backhand grip. And this again is a grip used by players who have a more classically sound kind of a game. So there you have it. Eastern forehand, semi-Western, full Western, continental, and full Eastern backhand. Now this was very important that you understand everything about the grips. But now there are three other elements to consider. Before you make a grip change, you have to realize when you change your grip, it affects the point of contact, it affects the angle at which you're holding the racket, and it also affects the face of the racket. Remember, the point of contact will change, the angle between your forearm and your racket will change, and also the angle of the pitch of the racket will change. Three things change. Here I have a grip, a full Eastern forehand grip, about perhaps 120 degrees. The racket is exactly perpendicular to the ground, and the contact point is just a little bit in front of my left foot. This is where the racket will meet the ball most comfortably. Now look when I change the grip, if I were to change to a Western forehand grip. Immediately the angle becomes much greater. You can see the point of contact is much more in front. And look at the face of the racket. The racket face is now closed towards the ground a little bit. Now another extreme, if I were to change this grip to a continental grip, look what happens. The point of contact is moved back, the angle becomes much smaller, and the racket face opens up. Each grip distinctly different in three areas. So when you decide to make a grip change, don't make it just for the sake of changing. Be sure you have a really valid reason to do so.